Okay, YouTube, this is JL Chambers 82, and going to do a video today talking mainly about the Wii U console. Now, I'm not going to do... I didn't do an unboxing because I actually bought the deluxe system, as you can see there. I bought it on launch day, so I was there Sunday morning to pick up the Wii U, and it was pretty crazy. There was like a big line, but the guy told me that, I was the last one that everyone had picked up, all the units that they pre-bought, so that's pretty crazy for, launch day. It wasn't madness, but, they sold every single one of them they had, so. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the system itself. And the controller. And, yeah, it's kind of dark. There we go. So, size comparison, you would think at first that it's the same size as a Wii. I mean, it takes about as much space, but it's longer. So I don't know if you can see that back there, but see how the system kind of goes a little bit longer than the Wii U. Wii U's not as doesn't take up as much room that way. The system is a lot heavier though. It's really cool looking. It's sleek, but it's got a lot of fans and everything going on. So it really does feel more like a console, which is good. Because like the Wii U weighs nothing. It's like a tablet. So it definitely has a lot of stuff crammed in there, Now going back to the controller here, it's on its little cradle, which you get the charging cradle with the deluxe edition. At first, when I played this when I was playing around with it in the store, I thought it was pretty plasticky, But now that I have it home, I mean, it's solid, and you can see how it has the bumpers and everything. So yeah, I mean, it's really, really like state of the art actually. So what appeared to be typical, like I was just like, oh, it's kind of typical Nintendo, very lightweight and more of like a not necessarily a full-blown controller, but like a just an extra. No, it's the real deal. It's state of the art. So touchpad's really, really receptive. So we're gonna take a look at it. We're just gonna kind of look at. I have Mario in there right now, so that's what we're gonna mess around with. I got Mario, and Nintendo Land came with it, but as you can see with Nintendo Land, it's still in the wrapper. My fiance hasn't broke it out. We haven't really played it. That's more something that she would enjoy. But yeah, I did get the deluxe set, so it did come with the an extra docking cradle, a charging station, Nintendo Land, and of course, the unit's black. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm just gonna pan around the room here. I got some things going on. My little black ops station over there on the PlayStation station. It's pretty, I love that. Got a beanbag and everything for in here, so. Oh, hey, let's take a look at this real quick. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but guys, check out this guy. The legendary K2. I'm sorry, yeah, legendary K2, that's his name. This guy's really, really cool. He only has like 60 subscribers, but it's really like an old school YouTube channel. I really dig his stuff, a lot of Neo Geo stuff, so check out his channel if you watch mine anyway. So, alright, so let's take a look. We're going to go ahead and start it. And there we go. And sorry about that. There we go. Okay. So let's just take a quick look. Apparently with this game, as far as like how much better it plays with the with the Nintendo the touchpad, when you're playing multiplayer, you can just use the regular Wii controllers, which I have not synced up yet. But whoever has the touchpad can actually assist everybody by creating little blocks to either help or the opposite, to kind of make things harder for everybody. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like that person's like the game master. But, I mean, as far as, it's a Nintendo game, this game kind of got some bad press, in my opinion. People were kind of comparing it to, every other, what's this concerning game? Every other Nintendo game out there, nothing special. And to an extent, I do agree with that. Yeah, we're going to put it in the gamepad. I think this should have been a pack-in. I really think it's, wasn't a good move on Nintendo's part to make this a $60, purchase. Not that it's not good. I've only played it a little bit too, but me and my fiance, we both like it, and she's a big fan of New Super Mario Brothers. So she really likes it. She thinks it looks pretty and everything, but this could be an Xbox Live Arcade game. So but it's nice to see Nintendo in HD glory, if nothing else. Nice presentation. So, there it is. This is the beginning of it. The way I look at it, if you're a fan of the new Super Mario Brothers, whether it be on the Wii or on the 3DS, you're gonna like this game. I like it. It's cool. It feels like old Mario, but I still don't play it a whole lot, you know. But there's a lot of things. You know, let's not try to get into a review of this game in particular. There's a lot of things about the Wii U that I like and dislike. So far, you know, has it blown me away with next gen? You know, like a true next generation system. I mean, it's on par definitely with what we currently have. So I can't say it's a giant leap forward. It's a definite, you know, huge improvement over the Wii U in terms of design and also, you know, presentation, the games, the options, definitely. But you know, have I seen anything from playing it that's just blown me away? Not especially. I mean, it's quality, don't get me wrong, but you know, in making a decision to buy this console above another console of the current generation, or to even wait and buy a true, you know, like a Sony's next system or Microsoft's new system, I don't know. I think it's a specific taste. You have to be a Nintendo fan, I guess. If you love Nintendo above and beyond everything else, then and you're a big Wii fan, then yeah, it's a no-brainer. You're gonna want to get this system. But if you're looking for the next new and latest and greatest thing, I mean, this isn't gonna. So far, it's nothing we haven't seen before. You know. But you know, it is cool. It's cool to see Mario in HD and everything. So, and sorry, I can barely play, you know, at the same time, play and talk at the same time. But yeah, cool features about the console. You know, like with the gamepad, for example. I think this is definitely a family-oriented system. If you haven't, you know, bought a console at all, and you've got kids and they're hounding you for something, you know, yeah, you can pick up a Wii because it's cheap. You know, $100, but if you get something like this, you really get 2 for 1 on both convenience and, you know, getting a console, because your kids can actually play, or anybody can play the game on the gamepad and not occupy the TV, and the gamepad has its own speakers. So that's actually a really cool feature. And some of you might be thinking, well, yeah, PlayStation 3 can do that with the Vita, but that's a big investment. You've got to buy a PlayStation 3 and then a Vita, and then, of course, not all the games do that. So it's not necessarily the case. With this, you know, right out of the box, oh shit, wow, right out of the box, you know, you have that feature, that functionality. Also, you know, if you had this hooked up to a TV in a game room or the living room, and that's next to the bedroom, you could walk in and take the controller with you. It doesn't go very long. Like I have my game room upstairs, and if I walk downstairs, it loses signal. But you can go into the other room, which is pretty cool. So you know, if you're in an apartment, or you know, like I said, your living room's right next to your bedroom, you can just, you know, walk this right in and keep playing. And it looks great. The screen is really high quality. Let me see if I can show you without. See? Looks good. Not much difference, you know, like it's a nice HD presentation. So these controllers, though, are going to be expensive. I don't believe they're for sale yet, and they're going to be like $160 or $170. So I doubt I'll buy another one. I sincerely doubt it. And they have a Pro controller for the system that looks very much like a 360 controller. But not all games use it. Like Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, for example, you have to use the gamepad, because they really designed that game for the Wii U to use the gamepad and make it the Ultimate Edition. So that might be why. You know, maybe with an update or something that will happen, you can use the Pro controller. But so far, wow, I'm really sucking it up, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so far, not all games are going to be compatible. So we'll see how that goes, and if that makes a big difference on people's, you know, on someone's judgment. Because unlike the Wii. This time, Nintendo's got a console that will have, more of the traditional controllers that the more serious gamers are looking for. Because I had the Pro controller, whatever that was called, for the Wii, and you had to hook it up to a Wii controller, and you kind of had the cord still dangling around, so it wasn't all that great. So I think it was a good decision on Nintendo's part. So anyway, guys, not to make this video too long and boring, but this is the Wii U. So I'm glad I have it, and I'm being a collector, I had to get it on day one. But as far as recommending it, if you're a Nintendo fan, I think it goes without saying that if you want a game with Nintendo in the modern era, this is the way to go. But if you don't have a system, if you've had a Wii and you're looking for a next generation system, it's kind of hard to not recommend something like an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3 that has a huge library of games that look like this and better. They're really pushing the limits of the new consoles with new games. I mean, you guys seen Far Cry 3? Holy hell! I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. So anyway, if you're sold on Nintendo, I don't have to convince you to buy it. But I don't think so far. I haven't seen anything that blows me away. But I don't think games like Mario, for example, they've been very fair. I think people are kind of hard on the system, and it's got like kind of a bad rap. As being like a flop for Nintendo. I don't think so. I think this thing's going to hang in there, and I think it's going to be around for a long time, and we're going to see some great games. So anyway, guys, keep watching. Later.